I'm late. Admittedly, I'm late, and I'm just now catching a vlog that happened in January. So it was a vlog rather. It was a 15-minute fame vlog with Tay Roc, and they was going through Roc's entire history. It was pretty informative, pretty informative. If you don't, if you haven't been following Rock and you don't know Rock's history, that was a pretty informative interview, long ass interview, but informative. It was 50 something minutes long. So the specific part of interest to myself happened around 26 minutes. Um, if I'm not mistaken, around 26 minutes. And they're talking about the PG Skillet fight. So Rock is describing his version of how the fight got booked and the relationship between the pit and himself. There were errors in what the good brother stated. There were errors. There were errors. So um, let's get into the errors. The first error is I never nor the pit ever solicited Tay Roc to fight in pit fights prior to PG Skillet. We never did. We never did. I was aware of Rock since Rock was maybe 16. Rock was Rock was battling in my man Theo barbershop. Like my Theo's my man. Like, you know, Rock was battling in his barbershop, when Rock was, like I said, Rock was like 16, 17. I'm thinking that's what he was, or like that's the age he was they were saying he was, but he was a young dude. So I've been familiar with Rock. Now when the reason the him and PG Skillet fight happened is because PG Skillet, I was operating um grind time DMV also, as well as pit fight. So Skillet was a grind time fighter, and me and his manager had a personal relationship, which involved, which brought, made me and PG Skillet have a personal relationship from that. I was recording Skillet's project, um, so that's where our relationship came from. Skillet's manager asked wanted a look for Skillet. He wanted a good fight for Skillet, a fight outside of the grind time arena, or and outside of the grind time area, umbrella and influence. Wanted a whole different market, and so he liked Tay Roc. So he asked me to get in touch with Rock. So that's how that happened. That's how that fight got started. You know what I mean? That's how that fight got started. And you know, they agreed to bet money. Now, I wasn't putting up money for the fight because I didn't want the fight wasn't something that I wanted. And don't get me wrong, mean when I say I wanted, meaning that's it's not something that I was soliciting for my own purposes. I was acting on behalf of PG Skillet's manager, so I wanted to put them in contact with each other and afford to pay that because never, never. And the reason I'm making this blog is because we don't want Pit Fight to ever come across as if we don't respect people's status, because we do. Look how many people we've brung to the pit. We respect status, so that was never the issue. And I don't want it to seem as if there was a problem with Tay Roc, because me and Tay Roc never had a problem. All right, any issue that me and Rock had was because of people around him, and I addressed every single person around him that I had an issue with personally to their face. I approached everyone that I had an issue with, everyone. So me and Rock have never had, anything real. There was a us thing. Um, Shout out to Burks. Me and Burks was cool before Burks went. He went in during our MySpace days. Burks had some time he had to go take care of. So you know what I mean. But he was doing good music. So this is back in the day, man. This is back in the day. So so um, just to clear that up, I never approached Rock. Pit Fights never approached Rock as if we wanted to solicit his services. It was clearly PG Skillet wants to do this, and we put his manager was on the phone with me and Rock and Skillet. We all was on the phone, and they hashed out what they wanted to do, flat out. Period. All right. So that's one issue I wanted to clear up. The other issue, as far as we've always had, let me tell you something, man. When Rock wanted, like, when Rock, it's funny when he was talking about the Sue Surf thing, it brought back memories because I personally drove to Tay Roc's house. Personally drove 40 miles to Tay Roc's house from Baltimore. Drove to his house, sat down in his basement. We smoked, we politicked about. He wanted Sue Surf, and I was telling him at the time, "Look, good brother, like, you need to. This when Twitter first started doing this thing. You need to create you need to create a local following behind you. Like, you need to get the battle scene, the local battle scene behind you, the local battle rap fans behind you, not just the out of state people. They need to see that you got some hometown. You know what I mean? So I drove out to him. We talked. And I was like, yo, come fuck with us. Like show up. You know what I mean? Show face. Show niggas that you rock out, that you fuck with us, and in turn, the the constituency here, my constituency back home, will rock out for you and be all on Twitter and put the whole local machine behind them. Like, that's what we was talking about. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, and I was like, and I told him, and asked him, and I told him, Smack and Surf won't be able to deny you once you move in a certain way and you start fucking niggas up, and people in the hometown support you. So I drove to his house to do that. All right. So I don't want it to look like me and Rock really had any issues. We've never had issues, no real issues. The only issues we've had was from people around him who would do some nut ass shit. You feel me? And now, and every time that happened, it happened twice. I approached both them people twice. I approached people and handled it, and it was what it was. You know what I mean? So, shit, I was just with Rock a month ago smoking out. So I don't want to get it twisted. I don't want to get it twisted as if what it's not, because I don't like the pit or myself being construed in a certain way. You understand? So let me make sure I'm getting everything. So I'm listening to the video right now, and I'm going to my notes.
You know what I mean? Like, that was some shit that was, the pit fights and me, we kind of been going back and forth for years. Like, ever since. PG Skillet's from down here. Yeah, he's not from Baltimore. He's from PG County. Okay. That's like a place out here in Maryland, different county. Okay. Cool. But close to DC. But
So
bumping heads. That's a Baltimore battle league. You get what I'm saying? And it was like, because I wouldn't do battles for the numbers that they wanted, or I wouldn't battle the people they wanted. So we just was bumping heads.
that is false. There's nobody I wanted Tay Roc to battle in the pit at that time. No one. No one. No one. So I just listened to the part where he said, we was always bumping heads because, I wanted him to battle people, and, we couldn't come to agreements on numbers. That is false. Totally false. Totally false. All right. So, and it just to take you back to show you the relationship that me and Rock had. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll go into that. I'll go into what I was about to say. But me and Rock was cool. When he mentioned the O Red fight in that interview, Pit Fights was 2 carloads deep up there supporting Tay Roc at that O Red fight. I was there. Skillet's manager was there. Savage was there. Will came through. Well, that's the one Will couldn't get. Will was mad. Oh, and it show you how good relationship wise Tay Roc and I was at that time. I went in a side door with Tay Roc. We found parking, and we met. It's funny, we found parking because you know how Manhattan is. We found parking, and somehow Tay Roc and them found parking, and we met up on like oh shit. So I walked in, like I walked into the VIP section with Tay Roc. So there was no issues. The issues came, you know what I mean? The issues came later on after the Skillet fight. The issues came when with Yaga during the when J Mac fought Spence, battled Spence in the pit, and he beat J Mac, and J Mac's man Yaga, who was running with Rock and them, didn't like it and threw ice. And y'all can check that J Mac Spence versus J Mac Part 2. He threw ice and then got hands put on him and got put out the venue. And we continued and rocked out with our event. So that was so that incident happened, right? So, but again, me and Rock has been good. It's just little shit, but people around his satellite, and I don't even think none of those people are there anymore, to be honest. You understand? But I don't want it to come off as if we've had problems and that the pit didn't want to pay money and we was nah. I'm not gonna have that false narrative put out. All right. And also to show you something, some more, Rock must have been really high during that interview because Swave Sever was there at that PG Skillet fight on a strength. On a strength. He ain't battle nobody. Swave didn't battle nobody in the pit till 4 years after that. 5 years after that. Shit, maybe 6 or 7 years after that, to be honest. Swave battled Mac Mizzle maybe 2 years ago, and Skillet Rock went down and whenever the hell that went down. So Swave didn't fight nobody that night. Swave was there on the strength because Swave know people and Swave's family in Baltimore is my peoples. And me and Swave met way back in the grind time days. I met Swave, Big Cannon, Money Bags, and Gaddis, QB. I met all of them the same day at a grind time event. Norbs at a grind time event in Brooklyn. So I just want to clear up some of the facts. You know what I mean? Just want to clear up some of the facts. So there was no going back and forth. Me and Rock in the pit was never going back and forth before, no, during the Skillet time. After that, it was some issues. Um, again, but it was issues with people around him that I personally addressed. So I just wanted to clear that up because I don't want the pit's name out there as if we don't do good business, as if we don't respect status, as if shit was what it ain't. That's never gonna happen. I'm always gonna correct a false narrative. I'm always gonna you know, I'm always gonna correct that. Always. Always. So no, so yeah, hey yo, a drama. Listen, man. I'm not look, Rock is who he is in the battle world, man. Rock been fucking niggas up. Like ain't no two ways about that. And ain't no and again, and ain't no hate, ain't no shade. This is not that type of blog. This is not that type of live. It's just clarifying information because I didn't like that narrative because it's a false narrative. It's a false narrative, So I'm gonna correct that because it makes us look bad. It comes off in a way that it's not cool. So I just want to correct that if that makes sense to people. If that makes sense to people. So yeah, yeah, it's just weird, to watch and hear that. And again, I remember where I was when Rock was trying to get the surf early. Like when he tell you he's telling the truth when he tell you that like this was early in his career that he was trying to get surf. And I was listen, I'm a hometown dude, what I mean, and it made sense. It made sense. So again, I was supporting Rock in that endeavor, and I was trying to get him, and then hold it, and then even after that, Rocket showed up to pit events again. We haven't. I don't know, man. Like I just didn't like that narrative, and now I can see why certain people think that there was an issue with Rock and I when it's really not. Like I'm talking to battle rap leagues, like I'm talking to big boys, battle rap owners like big boys, and they asking me, man, is you and Rock okay?" I'm like, damn, like it's a problem with me and Rock. Damn. Oh, okay. So I just want to clarify that. You know what I mean? Clarify what the issue really is and what the issue really isn't. Any questions from people in the chat? Any questions from people in the chat? And let me just go through. I'm going to listen to the vlog, continue to listen to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm listening to Rock's vlog. So,
See, I asked you because
did I miss something? Hold on. So, yeah, any questions? It slapped. I'm going back on the blog. Brother Jamie, I think you're missing the point. I can get in contact with Rock. I was just chilling with Rock a month ago. All right. I can there is no this is not that type of blog. I don't have so again, what y'all need to understand about Shaka Pitts is anyone that I have an issue with, that I feel like it's an issue, I will get with them. I will get with them, and we will grown man the situation. So there's no need for me to contact Rock, and no, I'm just clarifying a blog that he put out 6 months ago, but I just saw it now. You know what I mean? Hey Jamie, I assume he was just smoking, and he just got the history mixed up. That's all. I don't think it was anything nefarious about the situation. You feel me? I don't think there was anything shady about what he said. I just believe it was wrong. You get what I'm saying? I just think what he said was wrong. Not like he was wrong to say it, but what he said was just factually incorrect. So I wanted to clear that up. I wanted to clear that up. So the true pit story of Tay Roc is what I stated. Is what I stated. You get what I'm saying? Um, we were good. We were good. He battled Skillet. We were still good. You know, we had the incident with Yaga. We was we straightened that up and we was good. Um, then we had another incident with one of the other people he was with. They're not around him anymore, but they was telling people don't fuck with the pit and shit like that. So I had to approach Yo about that. You know what I mean? Um, you know what I mean? And you know, and that's it. But me and Rock, to my knowledge, we're good. Like I said, we were just getting it in a month ago. You know what I mean? Chilling. You get what I'm saying? And before that, I just saw him down at the down the URL event in VA. We was chilling. We was good. Saw Bigums. He showed mad love. So there is no issue. There is no issue. I just wanted to clarify the true pit story of Tay Roc, because what he put out wasn't factual. And again, I'll chalk it up to brain cells dying every day. You know what I mean? But regardless of what I chalk it up to, I'm not going to allow a false narrative to exist out there without a correction. I'm just not going to do it. Celtics are definitely up 1-0, good brother. yo, that's a hell of a troll right there. Celtics 1-0. So, are there any questions or concerns? Let me see. Any questions or concerns? But I just wanted to explain to y'all that again, you know, um, there was no issue with Rock. Wow. Why did Beasley come on with the late night voice and shit? What the hell? Uh Yo, DE gang, what up? Spade. Yeah, I mean, so again, I just want to clarify, and let everybody know, what the situation really is and what the situation really isn't. So, I'm just listening. Give me a second.
It's been a rap for this bitch. I bet my own $1,000 and he bet him. You know what I'm saying? And we had 5 judges. We had battling. They wasn't there. And you haven't even met them outside of them at the time. Okay. Yeah, I didn't meet them at the time. I actually, and then after that K-Shot battle, I was still asking Smack about old Ray. Time, your stock is different, so if they want you, they should have to pay you. Right. But me and them ended up, it was crazy on the Facebook shit. Like,
and there was never anything on Facebook. Never anything on Facebook. At that time, hell, were we even on Facebook? Or I think we was just getting out of MySpace into it was nothing on Facebook. Nothing on Facebook. So Rock just has his memory just totally warped on that situation. Totally warped. Totally warped. But I just gave you the correct pit story as far as Tay Roc dealing with us. All right. So, I think I'm done unless you guys have any questions for me. Are there any questions? A Romeo, you need to come out to the Rookies versus Vets, June 24th. Stay tuned with us. We're gonna be we're moving locations because we're gonna need a bigger building. You know what I mean? Gonna need a much bigger building for the Rookie versus Vets. And we have Nay on the card, Skillet on the card, Murder on the card. Uh who else? Who else? Barcardi on the card, Richard Cranium on the card. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be real crazy. Hey Jamie, what's up? Hey, listen, you still up the way, man? I ain't been up there in a long time, man. In a long time. So again, any questions or concerns? Hey, listen, hey, Hospital, what's good, man? I ain't seen you since you got out the joint. What is that? It's so many, this Baltimore. It's so many Tays. Hey, yeah, it's like one, like 3 and 5 people was a Tay. But y'all make sure June 24th is the next Pit Fights event, and it's Rookies versus Vets. So all your favorite vets, Jay Rips on the card. All your favorite vets will be on this card, and all your favorite rookies or newcomers to the pit will be on this card. All right, it's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be nice. Tay, you from Cali? Okay, okay. What's good with you though? I appreciate you. Also, everybody stay tuned in on our Facebook in our Facebook group. God bless, God bless Pit Fights. All right. So look up that Facebook group, God bless Pit Fights, and no place else. Hey Tay, we'll do a live stream of the Rookies versus Vets, but it'll be limited streaming. So we'll be streaming like parts of each battle. You get what I'm saying? So we may stream around from each battle, but we're not going to give up the whole thing, unfortunately, until we move the pay-per-view. And we won't be moving the pay-per-view until we see people like yourself out there. Like more people like yourself who want to see, because right now, you know, um, it's easier for us to, it's more advantageous for us to get the building, um, and not do the pay per view. You get what I'm saying? So once we have more people, a market for the pay per view. Once we see that there's a market for the pay per view, we'll do that. Unfortunately, right now we don't see that right now, to be honest. But we would love to do that, and that's on the table. We have that's a viable outlet. We have the resources to do that, but we want to make sure that it's there's a market for it. All right. Um, because look, because Baltimoreans are so lazy, they'll get the pay per view and stay home and scratch their nuts and watch it. So we want them to come to the event. We want that energy in the building. So until we can, until I see otherwise, that's how we're gonna have to run it. Any other questions or concerns? Either about the whole, the issue I just covered with Rock, um, or anything else while y'all have me. Rapping with me, that could be happening with. Hey yo, who said that? Who said that, Jamie? Rapping with me, that could be about the worst thing that happens since blacks were free. Who said that? It almost sounds like something I said or I would say, but I can't remember. Brain cells die every day. Oh, what song was that on, man? What song was that on? That had to be a collabo I did with somebody. Hey yo, have y'all checked out my Rock the Vote song on YouTube at all? Please check that out. Um the pit is gonna be doing some things. The pit damn, I don't remember that song. I don't remember that song, Jamie. But yeah, the Pit Fights is doing some political stuff, so we're getting involved with activism. So please check out that Rock the Vote song I did, and stay tuned because I'll be doing live. We're going to be doing YouTube lives and inviting politicians to tune in. All right, and Facebook lives and inviting politicians to tune in. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing. And they're going to have to tell us why we should vote for them. They're going to have to convince us. They have to show us that they can give us what we need and what we want before we give them our vote. And they need to know that this artistic community of ours, this battle rap world of ours, it's a block. It's a voting block. We're a constituency that they need to pay attention to. All right. Hey yo, nah, that's not path. That's not Path, Cardi. That's that's another Jamie. He runs with Dark Side in them. Remember 6 Sense, Cardi, the group I was working with from the Heights with Trey and Dark Side, the young boys. They had a song on. I got their song on what did the Q or 88.9, I got their song on. I can't remember, but I think you remember the group. So that's the plan. So I need y'all to follow me and work with me. Any questions or concerns before I get out of here? Questions or concerns? Y'all got 1 minute to type whatever your question or concern is before I sign off here. All right. It's been 33 minutes, and I don't want to keep y'all too long. Anything else? Okay, that's what's up. And also, again, some people hit me. It's funny. Some people hit me because they thought I was going to come off a little '09 Shaka Pitts. And I assured them that I wasn't. It's not that type of party. You get what I'm saying? Um, and I hope I didn't come off that way. I hope I didn't come off um, in a way that I didn't want to come off. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? I definitely want the correct the information, but I don't want to come off as if it's something that it's not. All right. I don't know, man. I'm still in the city, man. I'm on the south side, but I'm still in the city, man. I might come up the Heights next week or something like that, man. I'm on my old man shit, man. I work out, go home. Like I'm riding my bike back and forth to work. I'm killing them too. I got to work today at the same time I get to work in the car, and it was uphill. I'm gonna make that post on Facebook though. But yeah, I was yo, your boy on it. Your boy on it. I appreciate y'all. God bless Pit Fights and no place else. Yeah. Get that goddamn camera out my face.